we're here to tell you about home beauty and why you should pick it as an option subject.
I like how creative it is and how different it is from more academic subjects such as English and science, and it gives me an opportunity to learn new skills.
The subject sounded really fun from other subjects, and it sounded really different, and it would help me pursue a future career in the home beauty industry.
I've learnt more social skills, literacy and ICT skills. These are transferable to more academic subjects.
I would say to anybody who's thinking about choosing home beauty, explore your skills and be creative and be open to learning new skills with the teachers that have been in the industry for 30 years that can help you.
So the Technical Award in Graphic Design, relatively new course, looking at advertising, marketing, use of sort of contemporary design methods, digital and traditional approach, looking at things like getting into your Photoshop, looking at the graphic design industry, existing designers. Be a really good course for somebody looking to go on and do graphic design at GCSE or A-level, art and design, or other denominations of design technology.
So why should people take drama? I believe my subject's more than just the specification. Everyone in any job that they go for has to be confident, good communicator, be able to work in groups of people, all skills that we learn within the drama curriculum. And we study a set text in detail, that's Blood Brothers. I think sometimes there's a bit of a misconception with my subject that you should only take it if you're a really loud, outgoing person, and that's not necessarily the case. It's really important to know that drama is more than just your acting ability. It's about learning how to study plays, how to read material, how to analyse and evaluate other people, texts, their performances, and engaging with the material that you've been given, the stimulus material or the script. We're very lucky that this year we are doing an international film which will be judged in Belgium. It's based on Shakespeare, but it's modern day Shakespeare. This year we're doing A Midsummer Night's Dream, and hopefully that's something that we're going to roll out every year, so you could have your own film with your credits, your name up in lights. Another reason to take my subject.
So the design technology is slightly different to the graphic design in that it's more workshop based. So where graphic design is a lot of prototyping and design, two-dimensional work, the design technology involves a lot of more hands-on making, working in the workshop, more traditional woodworking and electronic skills, but also with a modern twist with a 3D printer that we've now got, laser cutting, casting. So sort of in olden days terms, the design technology was your resistant materials, and the technical award in graphic design is like your graphic products.
So dance at Smithills School is a powerful and expressive subject which encourages students to develop their creative, physical, emotional and intellectual capacity, whatever their previous experience of the subject is. Studying dance develops creativity, teamwork, confidence, critical thinking, self-discipline, physical health and the ability to work collaboratively, all beneficial in any 21st century career path or quality of life. So the course itself is fun and engaging but requires a huge amount of self-discipline. We have a huge amount of strong links with the professional dance industry. Our pupils are continuously encouraged to participate in performances outside of the school context. We seek to ensure our pupils know what it's like to be a professional dancer. The course itself is 60% practical and 40% theory. It helps students to develop their technical and expressive skills, as well as knowledge and understanding of dance through performance, choreography and critical appreciation of professional works.
So the Creative and Media Technical Award is the art sort of equivalent for you. Similar to the dance, drama, performing arts, creative and media, but with an art spin, so all following the same specification, but this will be with an art twist. So you'll be exploring again two-dimensional briefs, looking at drawing, painting, craft sort of outcomes, but also exploring three-dimensional, looking at textiles and fashion, looking at modelling, looking at clay, looking at construction, and a wide range of different workshops and skills that will form your qualification. And the only sort of external unit is a design brief that you work to, as opposed to a written exam.
Why should you choose GCSE music as an option? It's a fun, exciting and interesting course to do. There's lots of different varied things we do. The three main things are the performances, the composition and where you'll praise music. Performance is 30% of the course, where you need to perform as a group, as an ensemble and as a soloist. 30% of the coursework is performance, where you work in groups, in ensembles to perform pieces, and you also can perform solo pieces on your own. And this is where you get to work with other pupils, not just in the group, but they can be outside of the group as well. 30% of the course as well is composition. This is where you're making up your own compositions and you're making up your own pieces of music. One of your compositions, you choose the brief, you write your own brief for it, and the second composition is set by the exam board as a brief, but again, you can tailor that to write a piece of music about the style of music you're interested in. And then 40% of the course is where we appraise music, listen to music, so we look at lots of different styles of music. We explore different musical devices, different structures in music, so similar to what we've been doing at Key Stage 3. And then we look at film music, where you get to write your own pieces and music to represent different parts of a film. We also look at popular music, explore popular music. And then at the end of year 11, you will do an exam where you play pieces of music and you answer questions based upon what you're hearing in the music, so you get to look at it. There's lots of transferable skills as well in music, so you can go, for example, your listening skills are important, not just listening to pieces of prepared music, listening to each other's music, giving opinions on people's music and backing that up with reasons, so developing those sorts of skills, building your confidence, so you're confident when you perform in front of other people.
The Hospitality and Catering Technical Award is the food technology option that you've got available to you. Hospitality and Catering is looking a lot more at the industry, looking at manufacturing food products for different scales of production, looking at sort of working in the industry, looking at where food exists in a practical environment, hotels, restaurants, cafes, etc. This would be a good course for if you're going on to do the food and nutrition GCSE. And the differences in the two are the food and nutrition GCSE, which follows this qualification really, is much more science-based, much more challenging in the theory behind food, whereas the catering is looking at the industry itself and roles within that.
Hi, I'm here to tell you why you should choose computer science as one of your options. Computer science offers rewarding and challenging possibilities for all pupils, regardless of your route. It involves developing your skills in solving complex problems using your imagination and creativity.
Computer science is part of just about everything that touches our lives every day. Whether that be from the cars we drive, from the movies we watch, or even the ways businesses and governments communicate with one another. Having computer science and studying it gives a necessary skill set for young people in the 21st century. Whether you want to be a game designer, a web developer, a cybersecurity expert, studying computer science will make sure that you have these skills and that you're able to do it. Computer science jobs are among the highest paid, and the demand for computer scientists is ever increasingly, especially for females within the industry. This makes the studying of computer science at GCSE a very appealing prospect for your future opportunities.
Think about this. Was Google, Facebook or Twitter around 20 years ago? Was SatNav or virtual reality? What will the world be like in another 20 or 30 years? Will we have driverless cars, delivery drones from Amazon or even virtual schools? There are endless opportunities out there for computer scientists, in jobs that don't even exist yet. Your knowledge and skills need to be future-proof.
The people who are going to shape and code our future are you. What could you create for our future? If you want to make a positive difference in this world, study computer science.
The Health and Social Care Technical Award is a new qualification that we're offering at Smithills, which basically is looking at sort of a broad range of skills and knowledge working with others and looking at different industries that you can go into post-16, industries that include nursing, working with children, those with SEN, courses like midwifery, essentially all different aspects of society and the different jobs, roles and the part that you can play within it.